Minecraft is a game that most people use to unwind, relax, and give in to their creative side. But any of those looking to use Minecraft to relax better, watch their back, or Herobrine will appear and strike the deepest fear into the heart of any mortal man. Herobrine was really one of the most viral urban legends the gaming world has ever seen. Entire generations were filled with nightmares of this character showing up in their world. While many claim it has never been actually in the game, the fear millions of gamers have felt was totally real. Today, on Poseidon Films, I investigate the origins and background for one of the most popular gaming urban legends of all time, Herobrine. Herobrine was one of the original creepypastas to come out of the Minecraft franchise. It got its start in 2010 via a post on the official Minecraft forum. The post contained a story about how a player had encountered a glowing entity with white eyes after playing Music Disc 13. There was an attached screenshot of what appeared to be Herobrine in the corner of a dark cave. While this initial post got some traction, it was sustained by more and more players going into the game and trying to find these white eyes for themselves. Many players began to claim that they had encountered the phenomenon themselves, and as posts piled into the forum, it was clear that this was picking up steam within the Minecraft community. The developers claimed there was never any such thing as Herobrine within the game, but thousands of players told stories about how they had personally been stalked by some creature in the game. No one will ever truly know if these players were hallucinating or just wanting to add onto the myth. The next few days, more users began to add posts, claiming that they themselves had encountered a similar creature, and that new noises added in the last update would trigger a pair of white eyes to pop up when played. This had a video attached that seemed to show a pair of white eyes popping up in game whenever they heard the new sounds. It seemed that the white eyes would stalk the player ominously. No one really knew at the time if this was real or not. While today there exists a large YouTube community that would investigate this thoroughly, at the time there wasn't the resources being poured into Minecraft investigations. The legend continued to spread until it reached a version similar to what we know today. By August of 2010, the legend had transformed into a player model with whited out eyes. The name Herobrine was attached to this legend shortly after this transformation was added to the lore. The legend claimed that Herobrine would do strange things like stalk the player character from afar and build sand pyramids where they didn't belong. Soon, scarier additions were added to the tale, such as him being the spirit of a passed away player who would endlessly create 2x2 tunnels across the map. Small signs such as him removing leaves from trees were thought to be signals that he had chosen to haunt you. As this continued to spread across the forums, one user attempted to make a post compiling this information into one location for easier investigations. This user found out their post had been deleted, but not by a moderator. Instead, the user who had tried to create the post had it taken down by a non-existent user. Obviously, this confused them, as there had to have been a user or moderator that had requested the post be taken down. As he was investigating, he received a private message on the forum. The message was from a user by the name of Herobrine. When you tried to click his profile, it would return as a non-existent user. It was obvious this account was the same one that had taken down his post. As he started to read the message, his heart dropped into his chest. The message from the Herobrine account was telling him to back off the investigation. It left with a warning saying once again that he should drop it or else. It wasn't clear what this threat was, but it obviously terrified the player who had just been trying to compile information about the myth. It was even scarier when later that night, the player's Minecraft world was filled with a thick fog, and when he turned around, all he saw was the outline of a player in the fog watching him with white eyes. While this popularity had made several feel they had real encounters, it also invited a lot of content creators who would create hoaxes around Herobrine for views. One of the largest of these was a streamer named Copeland, who played an elaborate hoax to make it seem like he had encountered Herobrine during a live stream. This went on to have millions of views around the world, and lots of Minecraft players used it as a way to verify their own paranoid experiences. This entire thing had been a setup, but it didn't stop people from pretending it was actual proof of Herobrine's existence. The success of this hoax did a lot to inspire copycats, and each of these went on to get millions of views as well. The more that these hoaxes went viral, the further the legend of Herobrine spread. I remember being in elementary school and swearing up and down that I had encountered Herobrine on my parents' computer. Obviously, I was just paranoid and trying to see something I wanted to see, but I went back to school the next day and told all my friends that I too had encountered the creature. What is funny about this is that almost all of my friends then claimed that they also had encountered the Minecraft ghost. We all were terrified that we had done something to get a cursed version of Minecraft, and somehow this made us all targets for the spirit of Herobrine. This is also when the lore started to get increasingly deep, as more creators began to spin stories and theories as to where this creature had come from and what its existence meant to the game of Minecraft. The cool thing about the game is that the team has never really done anything to canonize any lore. This leaves all the lore side of things up to the community to come up with ideas, with the best theory usually being accepted as common lore. At Minecon 2010, even Notch got in on the joke, confirming that at the moment they had not programmed anything into the game to act as the legend described, but also joked that this didn't mean that it wasn't a possibility in the future or as a secret update. This did put a small hiccup in the mass hysteria that every Minecraft player had encountered Herobrine themselves, but at this point its popularity was solidified. The modding community in Minecraft has always been immensely popular. There is so much talent within the community that can create almost anything people can think of. With the popularity of Herobrine, several modders began to craft additions that would add the creature to the game. Sometimes it was in a passive way, sometimes it was almost as if Herobrine would actively try to sabotage the player's progress, even sometimes attacking the player directly. One popular version of the mod had him lure players into TNT traps by placing redstone torches in a way that lead a player to their certain doom. These mods became so widespread that most servers had a command that would summon the creature, and more videos began to go viral showcasing his existence in the game. These mods were extremely popular, but in 2011 an update would be released that would add a layer to the Herobrine lore that was even creepier. The Nether is basically the hell of Minecraft. Creatures from there are demented and leave the player with an uneasy feeling. A new version of the mod changed the summoning of Herobrine to be done with a gold altar topped with netherrack. This was a popular change. It implied that Herobrine was being summoned from the Nether, and indicated he was some sort of otherworldly demon that players should be wary of calling into their world. This new version also began adding mysterious signs around player worlds and could possess mobs to act strangely. His aggression was further increased, and his attacks on players became more intense and more common. These mods were wildly popular. Players loved the idea of having an NPC actively working against them in the game. It also helped that the story had been around since almost the start of the game's increase in popularity. As the game soared to become one of the best-selling games of all time, the popularity of this myth went with it. There has never been a Herobrine added to the official version of the game. All of the sighting videos are usually done with the help of a mod of a friend playing the role of Herobrine. Even lead developer Jeb confirmed that the team had absolutely no plans to ever add an official version of Herobrine into the game. This was confirmed way back in 2012, and it doesn't seem like they have any desire to change their mind. It makes sense considering the target demographic of Minecraft is young children, and having a demon that haunts you being a part of the game might not be something parents really want to hear when purchasing the game. This doesn't mean that Herobrine does not have a legendary status amongst Minecraft players and Minecraft lore. The mods are popular even to this day, and the amount of content that has been created theorizing about his backstory, potential motivations, and his powers is incredible. It says a lot that something that started off as a one-off forum post for a game quickly growing in popularity has become a cultural symbol for that same game. I think most people who played Minecraft in their childhood are familiar with the legend of Herobrine in one way or another. The official canon of the character widely accepted by the community is that it is Notch's deceased brother that somehow has been intertwined with the code making up the game. He is summoned with no apparent cause, rather choosing at random what players to mess with and to what level of severity. His ability to control spiders and zombies is thought to come from his intertwining with the game's code. Basically, he has godlike abilities within the server as he is the server itself. He doesn't even communicate with players directly in game, but is known to create accounts on all sorts of social media to be able to contact players and communicate with them directly. The community is divided upon his motivations. Some players claim that his intention is to stalk the player and keep an eye on them, making sure they respect the world they're in. Some other players claim he seeks vengeance upon the players since he permanently stuck bouncing from Minecraft world to Minecraft world. This vengeful version has taken over since that is the version most of the popular mods worked with. The side of him that lures players into traps, destroys their buildings, and sabotages their progress came with more updates to the mod packs. While he has never been officially added to the game, he has been in official game promotions several times. He was in an official art image in 2011 and made multiple appearances during Minecon 2011. He has appeared in LEGO set instruction booklets, the official Facebook page, and his head is an official skin model within the game. The Mojang team has embraced him as a bit of a mascot for their work and the game overall. There have also been several updates where removing Herobrine has been listed as a change between this and the last version. His popularity hasn't seemed to dissipate over time. I think at this point, Herobrine is about as synonymous with Minecraft as he could possibly get without being officially in the game. While I understand why they don't want to make this addition, I think his popularity will always be in line with the game. As the game has bursts and down periods in popularity, we will see the same with Herobrine. I don't think that he will ever truly go away. Even now, videos showcasing mods and exploring the lore are racking in tons of views. The new generations of Minecraft players love the idea of Herobrine the same way I did as a kid, and it's interesting to see how a gaming urban legend has become something that bridges a gap between generations in an interesting way. There aren't many gaming icons that have managed to cross over between several generations, and those that do become some of the most iconic gaming characters we've ever seen. Herobrine is truly a legend when it comes to fan-created lore in the gaming space, and his rise to prominence is a testament to not only Minecraft's popularity, but the power of the content creation space. The power of creators to make hoaxes and spin lore allowed the myth to gain serious popularity. The hundreds of millions of views that the content has raked in over the years is a large part as to how Herobrine became so synonymous with Minecraft in the modern day. YouTube was still in its infancy when Minecraft was surging in popularity, but this myth just shows that influencers can turn things into cultural icons with ease. That is the tale of Herobrine and how it became so popular within Minecraft. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate you pressing the like button and commenting down below with a Herobrine story of your own. If you like gaming videos like this, you should definitely consider subscribing. Last week we posted a video about how Grand Theft Auto 6 will change gaming forever. We are trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year and would greatly appreciate your support. If you have any suggestions that would have made the video better, be sure to let me know in the comments as well. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.